Hello and welcome to Monday Morning Mindset Reset. I'm Vivian Joy, your expert in helping you with your mind and how it keeps you stuck or gets you motivated and moving. Because if you are not motivated and moving, then you're probably still laying in bed and watching this on your phone. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about serving you first. That's what I wrote on my piece of paper as a subject for today. And what do I mean by that? You hear this story all the time about, if you were in a plane and, the air compression went down, you would use your own mask first before you rescued anybody else. And we've heard that a million times. We've heard it a million times because it's true. But unfortunately, what happens when you are a small business owner, you serve everything and everyone before yourself. And by the time you get to you, there's not a lot left. Not a lot of energy, not a lot of money, not a lot of time, not a lot of motivation, and certainly not a lot of self-worth. Because if you felt that you were worth it, you would do it first. Years and years and years ago, I remember going to a conference and the guy stood on stage and he was talking about how he structured his business. And he was talking about how before he puts any events, anything in, he books out his holidays and he puts the deposit down and he pays that. So he absolutely makes sure that he has his holidays. So for him, holidays were a thing. For you, they might not be. For me, yeah, they kind of are. So I'm just thinking, do you pay yourself first? Do you reward yourself with things as recognition? If you were to think of yourself as an employee of your company, so it doesn't matter if you've been going for a week or 10 years, you will still need to start to think about how you compensate yourself. And you might be saying, Vivian, I'm just happy if I can get through and cover my costs at the moment, because you might be at the very beginning. Or you may be somewhere down the line where you're thinking, well, yeah, I'm looking at the most cost-effective way of doing this. I'm not an accountant, just for full and fair disclosure, although I did start my life in an accountancy environment and did start studying for that. So that's why I'm quite good with the numbers. But actually, what normally happens is we'll pay our suppliers, we'll pay for the services we need, and actually then we will start to use the money from our business to live on, because we're used to having a salary from a job. So if you have no salary coming in, how are you going to survive? And this is what drives a lot of your decisions. So by not serving your needs first, i.e. I need to be paid before anything else happens, then what happens is you start to put yourself last in every way. And by doing that, what you're doing is undermining your own value to yourself. And you will start to feel things like resentment. You'll be comparing yourself. You'll start to wonder if you're worth the money you're charging, because you are not giving yourself what you need first. Lots and lots of years ago when I had my recruitment agency, I remember 1 month, and it was 1 month for me, that made me go, ouch, that's not ever happening again. I'd overtraded and I'd got into a situation where I'd bought advertising credits more than I needed to get a really, really good discount on a bulk buy. And I didn't have enough money to pay myself as well as my team, had a team of 4. And I remember at the time thinking, shit, what am I going to do? Because I have to pay me. Hey, I've worked bloody hard here. I'm the one working the hardest. I'm the one working 60, 70 hours a day, where my mind, my energy, my feelings are involved in this every minute of my life. Whereas my team rock up, bless them, they worked hard, they were a great team. But actually, they only worked 9 till 5, 9 till 6, whatever they were doing. They absolutely needed to be paid because that's contracted. And I didn't take a salary for the first time in my business owning life. And I've been owning businesses since I was since 2002, so 20 years. And I thought, this is not going to happen in my world ever again. In recruitment in December, it used to be really bad, and it was a December, and I thought, no, I need to look at how I'm spending and earning money to make sure I've always got enough. Otherwise, what's the point? I might as well go and get a job. So I want you to think about how you can serve you first, how you can serve your need for personal development, for support, for being out and having a community, maybe even. So that community is really, really important. A lot of people are a member of my She Enjoys Business Building Academy, not only for the training modules, there's loads of them, hundreds, but because of the weekly Academy Hour, where we all get together. They do a live training, they do some coaching with each other, and they network with each other. That feeling on a Monday of kind of getting yourself into the groove for the week, very, very important, because you'll hear everybody say, can be quite lonely and isolated in business. So think about what you need, and I want you to grab a pad and pen, and I want you to just literally say, I need, day to day, I need, weekly, I need, monthly, I need, annually, I need. Think about holidays, payments, breaks. I have some clients that said they work seven days a week. No, you can't sustain that, and you wouldn't work for someone else and do 7 days a week. You just wouldn't, not unless you were desperate. So just start to have a think about how you are caring for yourself. If you were an employee in your business, would you be working for you? Is my final question. Would you work for you in the way you treat yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the way you recompensate yourself? Do you give yourself bonuses? Do you set targets? How do you manage, self-manage? And if you need any help with that, then obviously you can book a 15-minute laser coaching call, and we can really get to the core privately and confidentially, where you just go, actually, Vivian, oh, this isn't working for me. Something's not right. And we can work out what isn't working for you. Look forward to seeing you next time.